for the issues. I've been having issues every time I go live, but hopefully in the coming week I'll have this all figured out and that we won't have any more issues. But thank you for hanging on there and staying tuned in. So if you can hear me, please let me know in the live chat and I will begin my live stream here. But just give me 1 second. All right. Okay, how's everyone's day going? Let me know in the live chat. If audio is okay, if you can see me, all is well. Again, I apologize for the delay. In this live stream, I'm going to be mostly just answering questions that you have. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the live chat. I want to make this as best for you and as productive for you so you can use your time wisely and so you can start getting back to your shop and adding listings and doing the things necessary to grow your shop. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Looks like audio is good and all is well. Glad to have you all here. So first thing first, I just wanted to thank everyone for your support along this period since I started my channel. It's been cool to see the channel grow slowly and our Facebook community grow slowly. And I'm just grateful for everyone who's chimed in and have subscribed to my channel as well as has joined the Facebook group and have been participants there. It's just cool to see like-minded people doing the same thing and really helping each other out on this kind of journey of doing Etsy print on demand. But it's fun to have everyone here and to see people that continue to tune into these live streams. To be able to build this community has been fun. So thank you, everyone. Next thing, if you haven't joined my Facebook group yet, make sure you join. It's called Print on Demand Warriors. The link is in the description. And it's a great place to be a part of a community with like-minded people who are doing the same thing. And in that Facebook group, you can find questions that you can't necessarily find on Google. So it's a great place to go and ask your questions. And with that, I chime into that Facebook group most days. I've tried to be as active as possible, but I've been not as good as the past few days. But I do answer questions there. I post tips there, and so it's a great place to be a part of. And the next thing, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you subscribe as well as like this video if you find value in it. And I will be answering questions. So if you have questions, please ask them in the live chat, and I'll be answering any questions that you guys have. So I see a handful of people here already, and we'll get started. So before I started asking or answering questions that you guys have, the first thing I want to talk about was just the importance of staying consistent on Etsy and with your print on demand journey. It's really easy to get discouraged, especially when you start out. It's really easy to be overwhelmed and to feel like there's not a possibility with this and you're not getting sales, you're not getting traffic, and it's really easy to give up. But I can promise you, if you don't give up, success will come. Kind of my motto for my little business that I have here is the Lee method. It's always to be learning, improving, and implementing. And as you're doing those three things, you will see success. You're bound to see success. And a quote that I love is success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. So you got to be consistent in order to have success in anything in life. And that applies to all aspects of life. And just remember, this is a long-term game. It's progress, not perfection. So you just got to keep at it, figuring out ways to improve and pivot so that you can improve your business model, improve your listings, improve your designing. Just always be working on your shop. And as you do that, sales are bound to come. And then another thing that I always love to think is you could be just a few listings away from completely changing the course of your life and completely changing another source of income in your life. So if you're just doing this part-time, this could be something that could just supplement groceries, or it could supplement your gas bill, or it could supplement your electric bill, or whatever it is. Or this can become something that can be your main source of income to allow you to do exactly what you want so that you can create the lifestyle that you want. So there's money to be made on Etsy still. I know it seems saturated, but there's still money to be made. I am living proof of this. I started my shop almost a year ago now, and this is our full-time thing now where we're making daily sales consistently. And I know there's a lot of people here who are tuned in who are doing the same, and a lot of you that will be doing the same as you stick with it. Next thing is just if you need to decide today if this is going to be a hobby or something you just dabble in or something you really want to make work. If it's just a hobby and it's something you're dabbling in, chances are sales and traffic will be lower. You will get sales, but if you really hone in on this and make this like your full-time thing and spend a few hours a day on it or whatever your schedule is like, this can become a full-time thing where it can be a great source of income for you. So just decide what it is today. Is this a hobby, something you dabble in, or is it something that you want to make work and become a huge source of income for you? and you have to put in the time. And as you put in the time, success will come. All right. Last thing I just want to mention, just for a little bit of inspiration, if I quit a few months in when I first started, I would not be where I'm at today. It takes time. This has taken me almost 6 to 10 months to really start to see growth and success with this. And as of lately, we've had our best month this last month. And it's just as you stick with it, I promise good things will come. Okay. All right, and then last note I want to mention before we start answering these questions that I see of you guys from you guys. Last week I posted a shop review. If you missed it, make sure you go and watch it. It's a shop review going over a new shop. Someone in our Facebook community asked me to do a shop review for them, and I do a very thorough review talking about all the things they're missing and the things that they need to add and improve upon in their shop, as well as the things that they're doing well in their shop already and the things that are helping them. So go and check out that shop review. It's my most recent tutorial video that I did if you haven't seen it. And if you've already watched it, maybe go watch it again. There may be some things that you missed. And as you watch it, take notes, apply the things that I talk about, because those are the exact things I'm doing in my shop that has allowed me to have success. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for tuning in. We got a handful of people here, so I'm going to scroll through these comments and see what questions we have, and I'll start answering questions that you have. So if you have them, throw them in the live chat now. All right, D. Yellow Corn, good to have you here. I haven't heard from you for a minute, so fun to have you here. How to add first page on Etsy. How to add first page on Etsy are items. So I believe you're asking, how do you get your items on the first page on Etsy? If not, please correct me. The best way to get your listings to show up on the first page of Etsy is to, one, have a trending design, one that people are actually searching for, and that you have to make sure that it's converting. So have your listing built out really well so that they'll want to purchase. The more your listing converts, the higher it will rank, because if it's making you money, it's making Etsy money, and Etsy wants to promote your listing because it's going to make them more money. And then the way to get that on the first page on top of that is to have really good proven SEO. The way you find really good proven SEO is to search in your specific niche, find those keywords that are in your niche that are ranking on the first page, and pull tags from those different titles. You're never copying a title for title, just pulling keywords that are related to your item and incorporating that within your title on your listing as well as in your tags. I prefer to use all of my titles, all of my characters in my title with really proven high keywords, or really high proven keywords that people would actually search for. So think like a buyer. Think, if I were to search this item, what keywords would I use? And then add those in your title, as well as make sure you're using all 13 tags. And as you have really solid proven SEO, your listing will naturally rank. And then on top of that, you have to have really high quality mock-up photos that convert and that make people want to click. As they click through it on the list, on the search results, more likely Etsy will slowly boost that listing. And if they click and then it converts and they make a trend, or they make a purchase, then 100% they're going to promote that listing more, or they'll rank it better because it's a converting listing that will make money. Okay, so focus on SEO, use really good proven SEO, and you'll see your listing start to rank better. All right, next question. Okay, Simon, hi Brandon, does it matter that my tags have capital letters? No, it does not, Simon. It doesn't matter if it's lowercase or uppercase. Just make sure that they match your title, and then whatever tags don't match your title, because your title is going to be shorter than your tags, you have to add extra tags. Obviously, those tags will be different, but I like to match my title for tags directly, so I just copy paste my title into my tags. And if it's a longer keyword, like a long tail keyword, I will just break up that keyword. So if it's like cute shirt for nurses and that doesn't fit for my tag space, I'll just do cute shirt as one tag, and then my next tag would be for nurses, or whatever it is. And just break up your tags so that they have matching tags. Okay, but the uppercase, lowercase doesn't matter. Eternity, yay, I didn't miss this live. Hi, Brandon, you're the best. Thanks for doing this. No problem, Eternity. Thank you for tuning in. Henrietta, this topic is on point. I started late April, early May, got 10 sales and have not had any more. I want to know what I need to do. Okay, Henrietta, awesome job on your first 10 sales, though. The first sales are the hardest. My biggest suggestion for you, Henrietta, is if you have not received reviews yet on those items that you've sold, your 10 items, make sure you go and ask those customers for reviews. If it's family members, 100%, you got to ask them to leave reviews and ask them to leave a picture. Reviews are like gold on Etsy or on any e-commerce business. So if you have really nice 5-star reviews with a nice review as well as a picture, it will help your listing convert so much more. So make sure you go and get reviews. And then the other tip I have for you, Henrietta, is just to keep at it. Just don't give up. Keep adding your listings. Be active in your store, add listings every day, and just keep learning how to improve your shop and do things that are necessary to start getting daily sales and increase traffic. But honestly, just consistency is my best tip I can give you. Just keep with it and sales will come. You've already got the first few sales. That's the hardest part. Now you just got to keep with it. And make sure you're doing your trend research is another thing. If you're not selling things people aren't looking for, you'll never sell anything. Okay. How many sales before you can get a review? So you can get a review on your first sale. So your first sale that you get, ask your customer, ask them to leave a review, and then you can get a review right from the get-go and start building your foundation of your shop to get the snowball going. Simon, been on Etsy for a month, few visits and no sales, but don't give up. Be consistent in your listings. I listed 140 Christmas shirts this week, slow and steady. Thanks, Simon. I don't know if that's slow and steady. That's really impressive. 140 listings in 1 week. Nice work. Keep it up. You're going to see sales eventually. But Simon's 100% right. Okay, next, does the shop page matter, or is it just the individual listings? Should a shop be focused on only one niche, or can there be many? Awesome question. So first thing, shop page, it does matter, but it's not a game changer for getting sales on Etsy. I've seen a lot of shops with a really poor shop built out, but they still get sales. It's just because they have a really high quality listing with a really good trend or a really good design that's trending and really good SEO. But you do want to have your shop built out. The more built out it is, the better your shop will look, the more professional look, the more credibility you'll have, and the more trust you'll build between you and your customer. So I think it's necessary to have the little details for your shop. If you're not sure what to do, go and watch that review that I just did, the shop review, and I talk about all the things you need to do. But you should have your about section that allows customers to connect with you. You should have your frequently asked questions, because that will leave no unanswered questions for your customer before purchasing. Then you can do shop updates, which also helps build out your shop, as well as it will contact anyone that has ever favored something in your store or favored your shop. It'll notify them of a listing that you just posted. And all of those little things, like your shop policies, just really help make your shop look more professional. So I think it's important to have, but it's not a game changer, if that answers your question. Because most people will just shop per listing. They will rarely they'll click through if they love your listing. They do, but they won't. Most likely, they won't click through. They'll just purchase that listing. But if they're really interested in your shop, like, whoa, this design's really cool, I want to see their other designs, then they'll click through to your shop. But a lot of people just shop per listing. And remember, a lot of people shop on their phone, so make sure your shop is built out for someone to be shopping on their phone. The most important thing for that is your thumbnail photos in search results. Make sure you're zoomed in on all of on your thumbnails so that it's really easy to read your design, so that it shows up so that it's really easy to see in search results and it catches someone's eye. Okay, let's see here. Okay, should a shop be focused on only one niche, or can there be many? So it's up to you what you want to do, if you want to have one niche or many niches, or like have a really general store. For me, I have a general store. I started out super honed in on one niche, but I didn't really see my shop start to grow until I was a general store. One benefit or several benefits of doing a general store is you're really easily able to hit all holidays. So you can start designing for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. You can just have a lot of random designs in your store. So it allows you to hit multiple, be across multiple boards on Etsy and have your net casted wider. But I see shops that are like crazy niche specific, who are only doing political shirts or whatever it is, and have a lot of success. So it's really just played out by ear what you want to do, and see what works for you. And then once you figure out a little thing that starts working, hone in on it, double down on it, and continue to work with that. But for me, preference, I love a general store. Okay. I'm based in the UK, so my shipping is just set for my own country. I'm a bit concerned about shipping internationally during pandemic. Should I open my shipping? It's entirely up to you, Simon, if you want to deal with VAT fees, value-added tax fees, and if however you want to set your shop up. But if you want to just focus on the UK or whatever your specific country, then you can do that, and you'll have success with it. My shop's built out I ship worldwide just because of the opportunity of it. Because there's print providers in Europe, there's print providers in Australia, so it allows you to ship anywhere really quickly. But you do deal with VAT fees, And on top of that, with the pandemic, as you mentioned, that was an issue like mid-pandemic, but now things have been shipping really quick with Printful. So it's up to you how you want to do. You can cast your net wider by shipping worldwide or just focus on the UK. I don't think you'll be hurt either way. Okay. So Henrietta, thanks. I got 4 5-star reviews. Awesome job, Henrietta. That's a great way to start building the foundation of your shop. I find myself using the same t-shirt brands and styles, Bella Canvas 3001, Gildan 64,000, and a couple of others. Do you recommend I use different styles? My design seems to match this style more fitted. So I only sell the Bella Canvas 3001, and I've only ever sold that on top of the Gildan 18,000, as well as I do some hoodies occasionally. But I love the Bella Canvas 3001. It's a great fit, and it's up to you if you want to branch out. If you want to branch out and maybe do tank tops or hoodies, the options are endless with print on demand. Throw them on mugs or notebooks, whatever it is. You can do so much with print on demand, which is so cool and it's so easy to do because there's no risk with it. You're able to experiment with different products. If they go, they work. If not, you're not out any money, which I love. My biggest thing is just experiment. If you want to experiment and maybe it'll work for you, it will. If not, you're not out anything, but it could be a way to really grow your shop. So great question. I'm coming back strong. I've done new designs and I'll be adding to my store next month. I can't wait to come back. Awesome, Yellow Corn. I'm excited for you. If you have any questions, let me know on the Facebook group or on my channel. Eternity, are we supposed to include our title words SEO into our description too? I know we add them into tags, but should the title words be in the description too? Great question. They say the first few characters of your description are the most relevant for SEO. So you'll see stores that do add them. For me personally, I do add my main targeted keywords in the beginning of my description just for SEO purposes and for the algorithm. I don't know how much of a difference it makes. Honestly, the biggest difference is going to be your titles in your title, or your keywords in your title and your tags, and then what your listing photo looks like, and obviously what your design's like. But for me, I do add my main targeted keywords in my description. Okay, I went all in for my new shop. I've added 400 listings in 2 months. Holy cow, awesome job. It's so scary trusting that things will pick up eventually. How soon after listing should I consider updating SEO? So first, congrats on 400 listings. That's insane. That's a ton of listings and a lot of work to do in 2 months. So nice job there. It is scary to trust, but you got to just trust and know that things will work out as long as you work on it and keep with it. Updating your SEO. If you have a listing, kind of my model for SEO, if I have a listing that I listed and it has expired after 4 months with 0 sales or very little traffic and no favorites, then I consider updating the SEO if I think the design is good and relevant. But I will let it run for 4 months before updating it. It just takes time for things to gain momentum. And as you start to gain more traffic and favorites on that listing, and as that listing converts, is when it'll really start to rank better. So that's kind of my rule of thumb. I let it expire after 4 months. If it doesn't sell, then I consider updating the SEO. I had Printful mess up the same customer order twice, so I had him keep the shirt the second time and upgraded him to a higher grade shirt. Is there anything I should have done? Wow, I am so sorry that happened with Printful. So was that on the Gildan 64,000? I'm curious what that was printed on, but I'm sorry that happened. Occasionally you'll get those weird things with Printful where they send out defected products or the print is poor or whatever it is. Unfortunately, the best thing you can do is just either have Printful reship them an item and they'll cover the cost if it's a bad print, or just ask your customer if they want a reshipment, a reprint, or if they want just to be refunded, and then you can refund them. Another option, sounds like you already figured it out. You upgraded them to a higher quality shirt, which is really nice of you. Another thing to consider is like offering a coupon code or just refund. Honestly, it just comes down to the customer being upset because they spent money on an item that wasn't what they wanted. So if they get refunded, they'll be satisfied with it once they get their money. So it sounds like you did what you were meant to do, Henrietta, and you figured it out. So nice job. I'm sorry that happened. Yeah, the Bell Canvas 2001 Henrietta is my favorite shirt. Just quality of it is really nice and it prints really well. Do you list the same shirt more than once and change the title? I do not, but I know that is a strategy to do, and it's a great way to cast your net wider and potentially reach more customers. And another benefit of this strategy, Eternity, is it allows you to see what listing will perform better. With this, when you list it more than once, I suggest having different SEO for your title and your tags, as well as a different thumbnail photo. And that way you can really see what listing performs better. And once that one performs better, obviously that will be your main listing that you'll focus on. But I personally have not done much with that, but I think it's a great strategy to consider and something I suggest for you guys to do as you're starting out. Awesome questions so far. Keep asking your questions. I'll be on here for the next little bit. So if you're finding value in this live stream, please give it a thumbs up. As well as if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so you can know when I put out new content. I post once a week. I usually do a video every Thursday and then a live stream every other Thursday. Okay, next questions. Made 5 sales. Etsy put a 90-day reserve on my account. Can't afford to wait for a payment. That's how I pay Printful, put store on vacation. If I wait the 3 months, will I go back to next day payment? Great question. So I've heard a handful of people having issues with this 90-day reserve on my account. I don't know why they're doing this, obviously just to see if you're a real store and if all of your bank details are correct and if you're able to pay fees and all. But congrats on your 5 sales. That's awesome. I'm not positive on. I'm not positive if you're going from vacation mode of your store back to your store being active, if you can go to next day payment or if they're going to do the reserve again. It's a great question, Suzanne. If you ask this in the comment section after this live stream is published, after the end of this live stream, I will do more research on this and then get a better answer for you because I'm not certain how that works going from vacation to your then going next day payment. But awesome question, and I will answer that either in my Facebook group or in the comment section below. Besides searching Etsy, do you use any other tool to find trends? So I have a trend research video, Henrietta. If you haven't watched that video, it's called 6 Free Ways to Find T-Shirt Trends. Go and watch that. That's my main primary way that I find trends. And honestly, the best way to find trends is right on Etsy. And when you're doing your trend research on Etsy, I talk about this a lot. Search your specific niche, see what's ranking really well and doing well in the first few pages, as well as what items have a lot of reviews. If they've sold a lot and they have a lot of recent reviews, you know that's currently selling. And then figure out creative ways to take that design and do a 100% spin off of it. You never copy other sellers. Please respect other sellers. Do not copy anyone. You'll have more appreciation for that and you'll understand that more once you find a store that copies your designs. So just copy or just respect other artists and don't copy anyone and then do your trend or doing your trend research. Do spin off of things that are already doing well. And with that, the best way to do that is to trend combine. Take 2 separate niches or 3 separate niches and combine them into one trend. And this can include popular color schemes, popular color palettes, trending graphics, or whatever it is. Combine them all into one trend for a winning design, and you'll see success with that. But yeah, to answer your question, go watch my video, 6 Free Ways to Find T-Shirt Trends. There I talk about the best ways to do trend research, and that's the ways that I do. Okay. Let's see here. So with that also, Pinterest Trends is a great place to find trends. Google Trends is a great place to catch trends and see what people are actually searching for. And then on the Etsy marketplace, obviously. And then Amazon is an awesome place to find trends. If you're not familiar with the Merch Informer tool, go and check that out. That's included in my video, 6 Free Ways to Find T-Shirt Trends. But going across other POD platforms is an awesome place to find trends and then pull them over to Etsy and then verify them on Etsy. So if you're not selling on Redbubble, that's another one you can do. There's a lot of different POD platforms that are places to do your trend research and just sort them by best-selling or most popular, and that's a great way to catch trends. Okay. So Henrietta, you said that it was the Gildan. So yeah, the Bella Canvas 3001 is my favorite. It's better quality for sure. Okay, Simon, do you use social media to drive traffic to your shirts? If so, what is your opinion is the best platform to use? I've just started Pinterest. Okay, Simon, so I've experimented with social media a lot. Yes, you can have a ton of success on social media, but I think you'll have more success selling or promoting your stuff on social media if you have a very niche specific store. For a general store, I found it difficult to really promote any of my or promote my Etsy store. But with Pinterest, obviously that's part of your best route if you have a general store, just because you can create boards and pins that can go throughout all of Pinterest, and it's not like a specific niche. So I experimented with Pinterest. Long story short, I no longer do any really social media marketing. I just really focus on my SEO and my trend research, make sure I have a high quality winning design, and just allow Etsy to do all the work for me because it's a massive marketplace with people coming to it. So they really are able to bring the traffic for you. So I focus mostly on that. With that though, I occasionally will run Etsy ads. Reason for running Etsy ads is, or the only time I will run my Etsy ads, run an Etsy ad campaign, is if I found a winning design already that's doing well, then I'll spend some money, add money on that to really scale that listing. But if I'm just starting out, I usually won't run ads until I find one or have a listing that's performing really well. Okay. But if you're wanting to experiment, Simon, with social media, Pinterest is a great place to start out. But I don't think it's necessary. You can have success on Etsy without doing social media. Okay. Next. Hi, Brandon. I am from India. Had one sale with genuine 5-star review with 60 designs, getting views, favorites, but no sales anymore. Do you think my location could be a trust issue for the buyers? So that could possibly be the issue coming from India. I don't know what you have your location set up on your shop or your bank details, but if it's showing coming from India, possibly that is an issue. But I would just keep with it. If you've had one sale already, that means someone trusted you and you got that 5-star review. It adds credibility to your store, so you should just keep with it. But location could be an issue, but there's no way really to work around that since you're in India and you can't really say you're in the US if you're not in the US. So I would just keep with it, keep adding your listings, build out your listings, and I'm sure sales will continue to come since you've already had that one sale with a 5-star review. Okay. By the way, I've integrated Printful with Etsy. If not the location, what could be the issue here? I have followed all your suggestions from almost all videos. So curious, how long have you been on Etsy? How long have you been selling on Etsy? That could be a lot with it. It's a long-term game, as mentioned before. It takes time. This is an overnight get-rich scheme. It does take time, so you have to just keep with it, and sales will eventually come as you stick with it. I'm having trouble getting Etsy to respond to my emails. My seller app won't let me sign in. I have 2 stores. One signs in fine. The other keeps asking for a code. So suggestions for reaching out to Etsy: 1, email. Obviously, you can email them. 2, their live chat. They have certain hours that they're available. I suggest getting on their live chat and figuring out what's going on. But other than that, unfortunately, you just got to wait. I apologize. But that's my best suggestion, is to get on their live chat and hopefully catch someone who can help you. I'm not sure why it's having issues, though, why you're not able to sign in. Make sure your password's correct, your username's correct, all is well, and you should be able to get in there. Okay. Do you suggest selling on multiple platforms? My suggestion with that is I think you should master one platform first. Once you get it mastered and have gained momentum with it and it's kind of on autopilot in a way, you have it all figured out, then go out to other platforms and start experimenting with other platforms to multiply your streams of income. And obviously, just you don't want all of your eggs in one basket. In case something happens with one, it allows you to have yourself spread out. So I do suggest selling on multiple platforms once you've mastered one. Hope that answers your question. So when you find a winning design, you just try to make your version of it pretty much. In a way, yes, I do. So I find a winning design. I never copy that design in any way. I completely change up the color palette. I change up everything about it so that it's very unique and very different than that design, because I don't want to copy anyone. But yes, take the winning elements and figure out a way to try and combine it into one. Or another example of that is, let's say it's in the, so let's do nurse niche or the medical niche. If it's in the medical niche and it's trending really well, try to figure out what's trending in that niche and then bring it over to your niche and apply it to your niche and make it unique to your design. So maybe it's a nurse niche phrase, and then obviously your phrase is going to be completely different in your niche, and then maybe apply similar color schemes or whatever it is. But yeah, you always want to make it unique. If you just copy a winning design, I can guarantee you'll get no to very little sales. Reason why is because this design that's already trending and doing really well, and the store that's doing really well, they will obviously be the winner of that design, and more people will go to them because they'll have more reviews and they'll trust that store more. So you can never copy another design and expect to have a lot of success. You got to take a design, pull winning elements from it, and then add it to your own design and your own spin off of it in order to have success. And it's got to be unique and different for someone to want to buy it. Okay, so never copy anyone. I never get the idea that you should copy another store or another seller. Okay, Can you recommend a tank top? I like the Bella 3001 shirt. It's the only thing I offer, but I want to branch out and I can't find reviews on YouTube for tank tops. So a lot of the tank tops that do well are the next level tank tops. I haven't done much with tank tops, but you can go in. I guess my best suggestion is just to experiment, maybe order a few sample orders and see what one you like better quality wise, and even do a few sample orders with the design on it, see what one prints better for you. But the next level ones seem to be pretty popular and have a lot of success. So that's my best advice for you. But really, t-shirts and hoodies, especially the Gildan 18,000 coming into fall and winter, they sell the best and they sell the most consistently. Obviously, tank tops will sell more in the spring, summertime. So if I were you, Eternity, I would right now focus on getting sweatshirt listings up, the crew neck 18,000, and then the hoodies, and as well as your t-shirts, just because we're going into fall and winter time, at least here in the US. Hi there, just joined. Have you already discussed new Etsy star seller? I haven't, but I do have this on my list of things to talk about. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So if you guys aren't familiar, I'm sure most of you are familiar, Etsy just announced the star seller badge that you can receive if you reach certain requirements. And all of you should have already received or been notified of what you've reached. So the three main requirements are your message response rate. Then next is your 5-star ratings, and then next is your on-time shipping and tracking. These are requirements that Etsy thinks you should reach in order to have an overall great customer satisfaction experience with your customers. And my overall opinion of the Star Seller badge is I think it's really cool. It's a great way to have these goals and landmarks of things to reach each month to hopefully have great customer service so that your customers are happy and so that they'll come back. So I love the idea of it, and it allows you to have things to work towards. Other things with it, Anna, you asked about this. Obviously, if you go to your store, your shop manager dashboard, you can click on Star Seller, and they have all the information there for you. And that's all the information that I have. I don't have any other secret source of information on this. But I know starting September 1st in 2021 is when you'll have your chance to renew that. So make sure you're working really hard on responding to customers really quickly. And also make sure you're getting your things shipped out as quick as possible. Obviously, you have very little control of that doing print on demand, but ways you can have control over this is if you're on Printful, message Printful and make sure that the order is en route to be fulfilled and be shipped so that all is well. That's really the only thing you can do. And then obviously with reviews, making sure you're delivering good customer service and your mock-ups are matching the end product so that customers are happy with it. And that's the way you can kind of help reach these things. Other things with this is they say the Star Seller badge allows you to stand out from the crowd. So if you have the Star Seller badge, it will show trust for your customer that they can trust you because you deliver a good product and they're happy with it. It allows more chances to be featured, which is nice because it can really help increase sales, and obviously opportunity for it to increase your sales. Something that's interesting with it though that I do like and I do agree with is does Star Seller impact my search ranking? So luckily at this time it does not impact your search ranking. So if you have if you didn't reach all three requirements, you don't need to panic because this isn't going to affect your ranking. It's just something to be aware of, that these are things you need to focus on now, is responding quickly to messages, having good reviews, and getting things shipped out quickly for come September 1st, you're able to have this badge so that it'll set yourself apart. So, but yeah, if you have more questions about the Star Seller badge, go to your Etsy Shop Manager dashboard, click on Star Seller, and it has all the questions and answers there that you may have. They even have a frequently asked question thing there. So go check that out, learn more about it, and it's a great thing to start working on come September 1st. So I hope that was kind of a rough overview of it, Anna, but I hope that helps some. But I think it's a cool idea. It kind of holds us accountable to really do what we're supposed to be doing as Etsy sellers. Okay, if you just joined, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, as well as give this video a thumbs up if you're finding value in it. I will answer a few more questions and then I'll be ending this live stream, and you guys can jump on my next live stream in the next coming weeks to answer your questions. If not, you can also jump in my Facebook group, Print on Demand Warriors, or ask your questions on my channel. I usually respond to all questions. Okay. So bro, how do you do it? You said you've been on Etsy for 2 months. So yeah, you're fresh, you're new to the game. It's gonna take time. Honestly, it wasn't until like 10 months I really started to see a lot of momentum with my Etsy shop. Some people obviously they hit it quicker. They'll get it in a few months. It's just a matter of finding that winning design. But you're new to the game, so don't worry. Just keep with it. Keep adding designs and doing the things necessary to see success. Just follow the Lee method, which I always talk about. The is to always be learning, improving, and implementing. And as you do that, you will see success. Okay. Hello, just joined. Do you think more listings equals more sales or visits? Trying to grow my Etsy shop. Thank you. 100%. The more listings you have will, the more listings that you have will equal more sales and visits. It's just a given. The more opportunities you have to be found, the more opportunities you will have to sell. So build out your store, and that means you need to have not just a ton of poor quality listings, but to have a high quality of really good converting listings. And as you do that, you'll see sales increase. So it's just honestly, Etsy's just a numbers game. The more listings you have, the better you're off to make more money and to have more sales. Okay, but what's interesting with that too, Winston, is usually when you have a shop with 400 listings or whatever it is, you're going to only have 3 to 5 listings that really perform the best for you. At least that's how it's been in my situation. It may be different for some of you, but you usually have just a few designs out of your 400 listings that do really well. But you have to experiment and get those 400 listings up in order to find those few winning designs. So, but to answer your question, yes, it does equal more sales and visits. Alrighty. Next question. Star Seller is in a different galaxy to me at the moment. LOL. It is something new, but don't be overwhelmed by it. It's really simple. It's just another way to build trust between you and your customer. Let's see. One second. Okay, so the next question I had was, which Gildan hoodie did you recommend? So the hoodie that I sell is the Gildan 500, so the Gildan 18,500. It's similar to the Gildan 18,000. It's decent quality. I like it. It's pretty comfy. Has a really nice hood on it, and people are happy with it. The customers that have purchased from our store, they like it. So I suggest adding that to your store. Printful also has the Cotton Heritage M2580, as well as they have a Bella Canvas, but they're really expensive. It's really hard to compete with it. So the Bella Canvas is $38 starting, but the Gildan 18500 is only $20 starting, so it can be competitive on Etsy because you can sell hoodies on Etsy for 35 to 40 bucks and they'll sell all day long. So if you're not selling hoodies or the crew neck yet, suggest adding those to your store now coming fall and winter. All right. When you are listing a shirt, do you add that same design to other items? Hoodie, sweatshirt. I do if it starts to sell well and perform well. If I have a winning design or if I've gotten if I've received a bestseller badge on one of my listings, I 100% will add that to a hoodie, to a tank top, to a crew neck sweatshirt. I double down on it and add it to all things because if it's selling on a t-shirt, most likely it'll sell on other items. It's just a way to increase sales. Can everyone in the live chat please go on and like this video? This is an excellent opportunity. Henrietta, you are awesome. Thank you so much. So if you didn't hear Henrietta, please give us a thumbs up if you're finding value in it. I appreciate your guys' support. Okay, I just opened my Etsy shop. Are the fees better high? I hear mixed reviews. So are the fees high on Etsy? Yes, there are fees on Etsy, but it allows you to sell on a marketplace with thousands and thousands of people and a place where you can have organic traffic coming to the store or coming to the marketplace where you don't have to do any ad campaigns on Facebook or whatever it is. So it's an awesome place to get started if you have very little knowledge in e-commerce and running ads. But there are some fees, but if you set your prices right, then you're able to make a good profit on each shirt. My goal is to have my starting out was to make minimum $5 per item, which allows me to have a decent profit per product. And obviously, once you get a listing that does really well, you can increase that slowly. Okay, I'm going to answer just 1 or 2 last questions here, and then I will be signing off. How many sales do you have to make to receive? So I'm going to do these last 3 questions, my friends, and then I'll be getting off this live stream. But thanks everyone for tuning in. So I have, how many sales do you have to make to receive a bestseller badge? So the biggest thing with a bestseller badge is not necessarily amount of sales, it is the conversion of that listing. So if you have a very high performing listing that one gets a click really easily in search results, and then once they get that first click, they convert on it and they purchase it, that is when you are on track to getting a bestseller badge. Things that help add to that is obviously multiple sales on the item. You can't just get like 5 sales on the item and expect a bestseller badge. So you do have to have multiple sales on it. I don't think there's a magic number. I've never found a magic number. If you guys know of the magic number, let me know. But once you get multiple sales on it and get 5-star reviews, good feedback on it, then you're bound to get a bestseller badge. But it takes time. But once you start getting momentum and it converts really well, you get a lot of sales on it, positive reviews, you'll eventually get a bestseller badge. But it takes time. And once you get a bestseller badge, you got to double down on that, add it to multiple different products, and figure out ways to really scale it. And if it's scalable, if it's doing well, I would consider running ads on it, just a campaign on it, $5 to $20 a day, and to really scale that listing. But if you have a bestseller badge, most likely you're ranking for a lot of different keywords to where you may not even need to run ads on it. Okay, I'm a few months. I'm in a 96 sale. I still haven't perfected shipping. I offer free shipping on my shop, but sometimes I pay so much for sales that are outside the US. How do I just pay for US? Okay, so first, congrats on your 96 sale, Robert. And you haven't been on my live stream for a few minutes. I remember you from a few live streams in my beginning stages of my channel. So welcome back, and congrats on your 96 sale. That's awesome. You're on track to really growing your shop. I love that you're doing free shipping. It's really smart to do free shipping, especially in the US. For me, I only offer free shipping in the US, and I charge for shipping worldwide. I calculate my shipping rates worldwide based on the shipping cost that Printful provides. So just go search Printful shipping, and then you can search location, see what the shipping cost is, and then add that for the shipping cost for your international orders. And you build out your shipping profiles on Etsy under settings. So make sure you have that all built out correctly. But if you just only want to sell to the US, within your shipping profiles, only offer the option to sell to the US. Don't include any other country. So yeah, just go to your Etsy Shop Manager dashboard, settings, shipping profiles, and only offer to the US, and that's how you will fix that problem. But I think free shipping's smart. Keep with the free shipping. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Shipping and charge for outside US shipping. Just charge for shipping out of US on your profile, and then for US, just do free shipping. Okay, saying that, Henrietta, Brennan is the best. Everyone needs to smash the like button and tell everyone about his channel. Thank you, Eternity. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome for all of your support. All right, my friends, I am going to tune off. For those of you that I didn't get to answer your question, ask them in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to answer them by no later than Monday. So I'll answer all questions if I didn't get to them. Also, if you didn't get a question answered, ask me in my Facebook group, Print on Demand Warriors. The link is in the description. I'll answer any questions there. But it's been fun to have you guys tuning into this live stream. Thanks for being patient and for just supporting my channel and my Facebook group and everything about it. Go and watch all of my videos if you haven't watched them yet. I teach you everything that you need to know to get your shop up and running and to start making daily sales. So I walk you through step by step on everything that I have done to have success, and it will be the same for you. So if you've watched all my videos, I suggest watching them again so that you can see things that maybe you missed and apply and implement everything that I teach, because you will see success as you do so. And it's a long-term game. Remember, this takes time. Just keep with it. And as you keep with it, sales will come. You just got to stay disciplined and keep doing the upfront work in order to see success. So cool. I think that's everyone. Okay, if you didn't give this a video a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and go and join my Facebook group. It's fun to have you guys on this live stream. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, enjoy yourself, and happy selling. We'll see you guys.